Welcome, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with more vintage story today. That is right. And if you're watching me over on YouTube, this is a recorded VOD for my live stream that I did on Twitch. So if you ever want to catch me live, check the description of the video you're watching. I'll have my Twitch link down there. But either way, I do stream sometimes on YouTube, and I have sincere plans on finally learning how to dual stream. In other words, stream on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. That's going to be one of my New Year's resolutions for 2026 here. But, I better pause this while we talk because we're playing a wilderness survival map. Now, if you missed the first VOD, it is going to be pinned down in the comment. But, oh my gosh, it was challenging. Some commenters even said that it was tough to watch. But, hey, what's up there, Stanky Cookies? Welcome, my friend. Here we go again is right, buddy. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm afraid I'm going to die again. Now, it's not a hardcore run, but essentially, if I die in wilderness survival, it respawns me 5,000 blocks away. So it's like a total restart because, of course, we have no map. Hey, what's going on, guys? Big late lunch. Hello, dude. I see you're a first-time chatter. Thanks for dropping in the stream today. Hello, hello. I like your name, although I hate being late for lunch. I will take that. But I do like big lunches. Thanks for coming by. Hanny, there he is. A cool YouTube and Twitch. I can join twice. You know it, buddy. Yeah, it's not going to be today or tomorrow, but maybe by Sunday I'll have it up. I don't know. I got to test it because there's a download that I can install into OBS. There's several ways you can do it. You can actually hire outside companies to dual stream, but maybe we'll talk about that later when we start panning today because we are going to do some panning in today's stream. Hey, Consolus, what's up, buddy? Gonna lurk because you're on the server? No worries, dude. I figured. I wasn't sure if you'd come by, but not anything against you, just because I know you're really having fun over there on the server, buddy. And let's see, I might even do some bonus streams coming up. In fact, I almost certainly will. I'm gonna get on the server. Maybe not tonight because I'm feeling a little bit still under the weather. By the way, I apologize, my voice is a little rough, but yeah, definitely gonna get on there and do some streams on the multiplayer. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me, everybody. It's really great to be here with you again. My favorite thing in the world to do is hang out with my chat, wonderful community members, and just have fun playing some games, even though it's extremely difficult right now. So I am trying to conserve the food. We've got a bit of food here, but I think as Consolas pointed out in the last episode, it's so much better to cook this stuff up than just to eat raw resources. So I've got a cooking pot and some bowls being lit, so basically trying to avoid eating too much before those are done. I think, let's see, what time of day is it? It's almost bedtime. We got a couple of hours, so I think by the morning time those will be ready. Let's see. Boy, I have very little inventory space to that's really the biggest challenge right now is just finding room to put everything because I'd like to go grab a bunch of grain and stuff because we're really going to need to get a garden started. Let me jump into the shelter while we talk because I don't want to get killed while I'm looking at chat real quick here, guys. I think OBS can do it, but live chat will be a different story. That's true. Yeah, I'll have to be kind of careful with chat. Hanny. It's interesting you bring that up because one of the things that's against terms of service for both YouTube and Twitch, you cannot combine the two chats. You can have them both each separately, like one displayed on the screen, one going in like the chat itself, but you cannot combine them. Interesting little fact about terms of service. Once you want something exciting, do a level 5 locale. Oh, okay, you found one close to base. Nice. Well, it's all exciting for me being so new. This is Wilderness Survival. Yeah, this is only our second live stream with this map. I died a couple of times in the first one, and of course we have no map, so whenever we die, it's like a total reset. But we're running a 7 days to die server right now. It's not actually my server. It's my good friend Consolus, who there is in chat. He's hosting it with his own hardware and stuff, so it's not actually part of like my Patreon or anything, unfortunately, but in the near future, if we expand, the 7 Days to Die server, if that's what you're interested in, you might be thinking of like a vintage story server, but yeah, it's 7 Days to Die. Hey, what's going on, Dr. N.A.? It's good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. But if you are interested in a vintage story multiplayer experience, I will tell you this, Stanky Cookies, or anybody else who's interested, in about a month, or I don't know the exact date, but the official Tops server, it's called Tops. That's the official server run by the developers of Vintage Story. They are going to reset their world. They're having some technical issues, and a full reset is in order. So me and my community are going to join, hopefully on the day they do the reset, and we're going to pick out a little spot there in their world somewhere and just build a nice little community hub, a nice little home for our guests. But you can come and join us too. Obviously that's going to be a public server open to everybody. But I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun here. Okay, so I literally only have 2 spots in my inventory. I'm going to grab these. Where's the seed? There it is. Trying to acquire as many seeds as we can get. Let's go ahead and just grab this. Okay, we only got 3 pieces of grain, so I'm just going to eat that raw. Preserve the onions and the berries for tomorrow's stew pot, I think. Where am I? Yeah, 7 Days to Die is fantastic. It's a game that I have never played before until just recently. I put out a couple videos, and then Consolus has been wanting to put together a multiplayer. Oh, look, our thing is ready. Perfect. So he was very nice to get that all set up. And let me tell you, I'm very grateful for that too, because when I went through and ran the Vintage Story multiplayer server, it's kind of a headache dealing with that. Really, it's just the modding that is more of a headache. Build your house there. Yeah, you know it, buddy. Top server sounds cool. Hopefully it falls outside of my working hours. Yeah, for sure. Well, it's a 24-hour server, so I can't do anything. Let me set down some of this stuff. Ugh. It's 24 hours, so I won't necessarily always be on there, but I definitely plan on making some content and stuff as long as that's allowed. I think it's allowed. It's okay to stream on there, but I have to double check that. All right, so we got our first cooking pot. Let's see what we can do. We're just going to get 3 servings. Can I do that? No. Wait, it won't let me do that? No, darn it. Well, in that case, let's just put that final onion in there. No, that won't work either. Well, that's fine. We'll just do it that way. I'll probably just eat this one raw onion, but there it is. Let's light it up. Hey, Matza, what's up, dude? How you doing? Good morning to you. How's it hanging? It is a new start. Yeah, just a pure wilderness survival. Oh, and I have an update on the mods too. Originally, and thank you for subscribing, dude. I really appreciate that. By the way, Matza, you're the man, buddy. But I originally started off saying we would not do any mods in this world, so this is a totally unmodded world, but I changed my mind. And let me tell you what, I was tempted to install a whole bunch of mods, but I only put one in, and that is, take a guess, everybody, Step Up. So Step Up Continue, to be exact, but that is the only mod. I was going to start putting in some animals and, messing around, do like the zoom button, but I was like, no, I said it's going to be vanilla. So it's just Step Up is so, it's so annoying not having it. Still waiting for the Terraria update. Yep, I'm keeping my eye on that. That's ready. Yeah, they have said regarding Terraria in the latest state of the game, which is something they post, on Steam quite regularly every month, in fact. They have said that it's almost certainly going to be this month, January, that it's released. For sure. And that's something I'm looking forward to, too. It's going to be a lot of multiplayer stuff coming up, for sure, but I'm up for it. It is hard not to mod this game, I know. Certain things, like I was saying, the Step Up is just so necessary. So I think if I want to cook those berries in a stew, I need meat and or grain to make a porridge with them, but that's okay. So for now, I'm not going to keep this bowl in my inventory. Can I stack these, maybe? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, beautiful. I love the new stacking things. No, wait, can we stack clay? No. Really? No. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Step up only makes it so you don't need to use space as much. I know. And I have to replace my keyboard as often. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right. So we really need to expand this little base here, this little domicile that we've got. But we'll save that maybe for tomorrow because it's a delicate operation. Remember, in wilderness survival, there is soil instability too, so it's really tough to even just like dig a hole properly. I think what we're going to do for now is whip up a few more things for the kilns out there. So we're going to take advantage of the quiet night here and the fact that I've got a little bit of blue clay in my inventory. Oh man, I'm sorry about the voice, guys. I thought it was like just allergies at first because I started feeling bad the other day, and it was really just like my sinuses that felt bad. Like like I couldn't breathe as well. But now it's become like a full-fledged cold. But that's okay. We're gonna push past it. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. How's everybody doing out there? Appreciate you all stopping by. Going to be doing a stream over on YouTube tomorrow for everybody's favorite card survival fantasy forest. Actually, I know one person who that is their favorite, but she's not here right now. The flu this year is apparently really bad. Yeah, it's crazy too. I got sick just like 2 months ago. My other job, like my regular job, they think I'm slacking off because I call off twice in 2 months. Normally, I don't ever miss any days. I had a sinus infection last week, and it's summer here. Yeah, that's crazy. Sinus infection. My mom used to get sinus infections really bad. Get rid of this. Norovirus. Yeah, there's actually been some posts about that in my work. You know how they'll do like on like the community post board, they'll have like notifications. Somebody posted something about that. I wasn't reading it, but maybe that's it. I don't know. It's not especially bad. It did make, trying to sleep miserable, but that's pretty typical. Pretty typical when you're not feeling good. Sleep is always a struggle. All right, there we go. Bing. You got it from all the pollen in the air. That makes sense. Yeah. And it sucks, too. Whoop. When literally, you use your voice for your job. It's not a good thing. Okay, let's see. We've got a few people in here today. That's awesome. Yeah, and of course, if anybody has to leave or cut out early, I will be posting the VOD for today's stream on my YouTube. Probably tomorrow night I'll have it up. But in the morning, maybe we'll get into some more excitement. I think I've got 58 clay left. We are definitely going to do some panning probably for our very first pick and shovels. So I think let's go ahead and hammer out the hammer mold. We'll do that. My captain was in a baptism to his niece, and everyone there got the norovirus. But it is fast, so you don't get sick for that long. That's good to hear, actually. Yeah, I bet you that's what I have. Because it's not like especially bad, but I don't know. Maybe it also helps, like I said, that I did get it earlier in the year, too, just a month or two back. I don't know. It's a pain, but you know what? We live with the miracles of modern medicine. I always think about when I'm feeling bad what they had to go through, 100, 200, hell, 1,000 years ago. Please. I was like living in a nightmare. They'd be like, oh, you're not feeling good? Let me get the leeches out and bleed you. Hey, Andy's here. What's up, buddy? You're alive. How you doing, man? It's great to hear from you today. Been working hard on the meteoric steel. Let's see, pickaxe. 2026, already starting with another pandemic, touch wood. Oh boy, that's funny. Hopefully not. Can you give me a mini recap what wilderness survival is about? Sure thing, buddy. So wilderness survival is one of the default map options in Vintage Story. Just for anybody who's not aware, you've got your standard, which is a fairly easy world, like the spawn rates for surface copper and even tin are not that bad. You have access to a map, and if you walk through the desert, you got to be careful because the sand can like shift under your feet, but soil is pretty stable. In a wilderness survival map, soil is very much similar to sand, where it can like slip right out from under your feet. There's also cave-ins you got to worry about. There is literally no surface tin. It removes all surface tin spawns. You will see some surface copper, but it's very rare. And of course, the big one is no map. You know, if I hit the M button, I've got no map here. I hope that's kind of what you meant. If you're wondering like what my goals are for this series, it's just strictly to survive, buddy. You know, I'm coming off of that pacifist challenge. I just finished a run where I wasn't allowed to hunt anything or do any killing. And so I figured it would be good to get back into a map where that's going to be obviously required. Kind of get my skills back for hunting and stuff. Because they do fade. They do fade with time, my friends. Medicine today, you were ADHD. I'm prescribing. I didn't want to say it, but thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. So what we're hearing is panning stream for copper. Yes, we are definitely going to be doing some panning. I want to get some grass here, though. Wait, okay, I missed Matza. We lived through the swine flu, corona, and the countless other stuff. I think we'll manage. Yeah, that's true, buddy. That's true. Yeah, what's up, Crow Fighter? You know it, dude. I haven't even made a pan yet, but that's just because of inventory restrictions. Oh, you know what I just remembered, too? We're going to have to set up another little hut down by the water. Yeah. We might actually just move our base. Oh, well, here's a little water right here. That's another important thing to note in wilderness survival. Sorry, it's very dark out here, guys. Let's get back to the house. But you cannot create water source blocks with buckets. So we're going to have to set up our agriculture next to the little ponds. I'm not going to be able to, you know, do easy and quick like panning spots. Also noticing I'm out of food again. We're going to starve here pretty soon. I think we might just go to bed, and in the morning we'll get out there and really start to look for some resources we're going to need. Let me think about this. Let me go ahead and chop this. That way I can get it out of my inventory. Start to stack that all right there. Okay. Now that we have a cooking pot, believe it or not, we actually have 4 extra spots of inventory. As long as we're not cooking. Oh, that's right. It won't really hold quantity stuff very well. Well, we can put it right here. So that's kind of like bonus. Yeah, well, you can put like extra tools and stuff in here. That is helpful. I'm not going to do that right now, but yeah, there we go. Oh, let's see. Honestly, I'm not ever very sure I saw Surface. I know. It's rare. I have seen Surface 10 in regular runs, but it's very rare. You're right. Even in a normal world, I think it's tagged as a rare spawn. Okay, let's grab this. Sorry, we just lost all vision. Time for bed, people. Yeah, and less HP paired with higher damage enemies. That's true. That's true. Yep. Yeah, wilderness survival is probably the toughest way to play. Homo sapiens is difficult too because it removes the map and stuff, but in this world we still have to contend with like surface drifters and underground stuff and Botorns, whereas in Homo sapiens you don't have any of those monsters, you know. It's just pure wilderness survival, but I would say that this is the most challenging way to play outside of some like custom world with mods or something. Okay. Let me put this on the opposite side. Let's fill one of these up. Which one do we want to get going first? Probably the vessel. Probably the vessel. I don't have enough sticks, do I? No, I don't. All right, let's make that a priority. Let's come up here and grab some sticks. I just want to look around a little bit. Make sure I don't see any wolves or bears or anything. I've got my stack of packed dirt, so if we need to tower up, we'll be ready. Oh, and Surface Sky Iron. What's up there, Taymogre? How you doing, buddy? Happy New Year to you, too, my friend. It's good to see you again. We're here for our second live stream on the Wilderness Survival World. Just a fun little challenge. Pretty vanilla, too. I only have one mod installed, and that is Step Up. Step Up. Oh, and temporal storms. That's right. I forgot about temporal storms. In fact, it warned me when I first jumped into the world. Not today, but like our first time. I think we've got 20 days till our first one. I think that's what it's set to by default. It might be shorter. God, I'm going to die, aren't I? That temporal storm hits. I'm going to die and be reset. I'm just going to dig myself a hole, probably. Just survive it. And I didn't set it so we can sleep through any. I did not touch a single thing on the world generation except for the landform covers. So we'll have a little bit of ocean, but that's it. Everything else is default wilderness survival. And it's scary. And it's not, well, I was going to say it's not fun, but that's not true. It is fun. It's just difficult. All right, we get a few extra sticks. Oh, look at that. I just picked up a walnut seed. Plant it. I wonder if there's a good Sky Island mod for Vintage Story that would be a good challenge run. That's a great question. I don't know if I've seen anything like that for Vintage Story. It would be cool, though. Yeah, I do like those minimalist, like extreme challenge runs. You only have to make a lit 2x1 hole. Oh, okay. You're talking about for temporal storm avoidance. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's awesome. I see you're a first-time chatter, too. Thanks for coming by, Arrival Q. All right. I think I can stack these down here. Okay. And let's get over... What is that right there? Is that a goat or a wolf? Okay, that's a deer. Every little wildlife I see is scaring me already. I'm surprised it's actually not running away from me. Let me grab this other spear real quick. All right, let's see if we can find some grain. I also need to dig up a stack of sand. If we set up like a little panning hut right here, that's probably not a bad idea. Maybe to just get that knocked out real quick. Doesn't have to be elaborate, just somewhere we're not going to get attacked, you know, basically. So we'll put that there like that. So we'll be able to just like sit right here in this water. I'm going to have to dig some more dirt out for myself, but that's okay. Of course, we'll need some sort of light, but actually, let me put this up one. All right, so this will serve us for the night. Yeah, and I'll be able to block that off. Okay, that's ugly, but who cares, right? That's the good thing about wilderness survival. You don't necessarily have to worry about aesthetics as much as you do just getting things out. Quick and dirty, quick and dirty. Pans or potato, what's up, buddy? Why not give the player access to ease... Wait. Imagine floating islands. Give the player access to easy... to get the glider. Ziplines would be cool. Ziplines would still need a bridge. You guys are brainstorming about the Sky Island stuff, huh? I feel like I have seen something. I don't think it was a full like Sky Island mod, but there was something I believe I saw which was like referring to a work in progress to like a Sky Island, but I could be misremembering. All right, let's get some food here. Maybe we can find a little animal to kill. Okay, I also need to get some more cattails. As you can see, I don't even have full backpacks yet. So there's a lot that we need to get here, people. The aiming is just, I don't understand it. Makes me want to go download and install Combat Overhaul. All right. I don't think I could kill that big of an animal with 2 flint spears anyway. Problem is, we've got most of the berries in this general vicinity. Oh, here we go. Ooh, flax. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. None of it is fully grown, though, so we're not going to get any food from it. Just want to focus on filling his belly a little bit. See some cattails. If needed, I can always whip up some cattail roots, but I'm really trying to avoid eating cattail roots. There's a little fox over there, but foxes won't die with one single hit, so I'm a little like wary about hunting foxes at the moment. Oh, here's where I got the onions. Oh, I heard bees. I swear I heard bees for a second. Well, it's not important right now. I need food before I die. Look at this. So many berry bushes. Not a single berry. Oh, blueberry and stuff. No, no good. All right, let's keep moving. Here's one of my little towers that I made. Oh, that's indicating, I think, the peat in this spot. What do we got here? Hey, mature flax. Give it to me. I don't care about anything else except this. I'm just going to eat that. Just to settle our stomach. Okay, that'll last about 2 seconds there. Combat overhaul makes things harder. Might be fun for another run. Yeah, I've done a little bit of combat overhaul. In my very first dinosaur playthrough ever, I did play with combat overhaul. I found it, I'm kind of up in the air about it. I don't love it, but I also don't love like vanilla combat and the way, especially the aiming. What would really help is if I got a bow and arrow. Even like the primitive bow, I think would be superior to the spears. At least just in terms of aiming. I don't know about like damage output, but I do prefer the bow and arrow in this game. Okay. So I just got 3 grains there. Let's see. What is this? 5 of 5. Let's go. Let's go back and throw these in the cooking pot real quick. Is there any berries? Why are the berries so... There's none. There's none. Vicecraft machines. We played with that. I have played with that one. A little bit buggy. Won't lie to you. Taymonger, it's 5:12 Saturday. Plan to sleep all day. Thank God for the day off. Well, congrats, buddy. Hope you get some rest, my friend. Hope you get some rest. Yeah, we had that flying machines mod on my last multiplayer server. Had some issues with it. No doubt about it. It's an incredible mod. Anything that adds like flying to the game is awesome, but... Okay, let's see. Yeah, eventually we uninstalled it, if I remember correctly. And can I do that? And then that? Okay, let's just do that for 1 serving. It's not much, but it'll give us something. Boom, and light it up. By the way, if you want to conserve food, only eat 1 item. Wait for the wait for the hunger damage before you eat the next one, as then you get a grace timer for each. Okay, thank you, Matzo. Multiplayer issues. Yeah, it might have been something like that. All right, let's drop these seeds. I do really need to whip together a hoe and just start getting these in the ground ASAP. But for right now, just trying to fill my belly. Okay. I have 1 single solitary cattail. Can we drop this on the ground? Nice. Oh, yeah, I love the stacking. And I'm going to try and avoid eating the turnip because we might be able to throw that into the cooking pot here in the future. Hey, there it is. Let me grab my bowl. Look at that. Delicious. Oh, man, that was huge. All right, let's take advantage of that wonderful full belly. Not quite full, but you know what I mean. We'll take advantage of this to get out there. And where did that just go? Try and get some more resources like cattails, potentially more food. Should I go ahead and whip together a hoe real quick and get these things into the ground? It's not a bad idea since we're struggling with food. And again, wilderness survival means we cannot create water source blocks. Damn it, I saved myself a stick. Oh yeah, we got one. So basically our farming situation, our agriculture is going to have to be next to one of these little ponds down here. All right, let's grab the turnips and give me the flax. That's what we'll get into the ground first. I don't think I'm going to do it around this little pool. We'll go down here. Hey, Crow Fighter. Time for a hoedown. Hold on. Twitch is auto-moderating because you put the word hoe in that. Oh, that's funny. Twitch is very careful. Even Twitch can't distinguish between a joke and reality. That's AIs for you, right? They just don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, so I guess this is our spot down here. This little pond. There's a lot of flowers around. Yeah, this is going to be it. So let me actually get some of this grass out of here. Jesus. Be fighting flowers. All right. Oh, this is low fertility. Crap-a-doop. Huh. Well, that's not great. Let's look around a little bit more. I think there was water over here, but I don't know if it was next to medium fertility. All this stuff is low, I'm seeing. Dang it. I kind of want to test something, but I want to get into more trouble. Oh, you mean with the YouTube or with the Twitch thing? I mean, you can test it. I don't think you're going to get into trouble, buddy. It just won't put it through unless I unless I manually accept it. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. All right, Gardenos. Nope, that one didn't. That one did not require my manual moderation efforts. You passed the test with that one, buddy. All right, you know what? Screw it. Low fertility or not, we just got to get this in the ground. And we'll start with this. This might be the first time I've ever used low fertility soil to crops. Maybe not. Probably when I first started, I had no clue what I was doing. Okay, good, good, good. Let's go get some more seeds. Might as well. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. All right. Oh, now hold on. Matza just blocked you, dude. Matza says Benders with twin Bender. Unit 1 says his mother was a hoe. Yeah, I blocked that. To be fair, it works enough for a beginner. Oh, silly. You guys, you're going to drive the algorithm crazy. See, this is why I don't fear AI taking over the world. Because I know that people will just like troll the crap out of it until it short circuits and becomes, totally unfunctional. Maybe that's actually what causes the first AI apocalypse is it gets pissed at somebody for trolling it. Wait, I probably need that still. Some like 4chaner or something trolls the AI and it just goes berserk. Okay. Get these little flowers out of here. I'm not replanting them. True, we can build it. We can break it too. That's exactly right. Bender's twin Bender. Oh, I already read that. I read a really good science fiction. And there was like humans versus, to put it simply, humans versus an alien, and this alien was like a hive mind. So it was a very singular consciousness, even though it was spread out amongst millions or billions of organisms. They were like, you could think of an ant's nest, like I said, to put it simply. This is not what the alien was. But the point is that when it got into conflict with humans, it found it incredibly difficult to counteract our covert, because we couldn't face these aliens on a technological level. In this book, in this story, they were much superior to us, but covert hacking and subterfuge we excelled at because this thing had never really engaged in lying. It understood the concept only after interacting with people who deceived it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's still, even after coming to grips with the concept, wasn't especially, adept at it or anything. Interesting book. Let's see. Saying Taiwan is a is a country to Chinese AI. Oh, we're pushing the political boundaries now, aren't we? You know it, buddy. Well, the official position of the U.S. government is that Taiwan is a part of China, even though for political purposes, the administrations, not just of this president, but all the past presidents, treat it as though it's not for political and, economic reasons to gain advantage over China. Let's see. What'd you miss? Miss still work? I've been popping in and out. Oh, not too much, buddy. Just trying to stay alive. Right now I'm looking for cattails, but I don't want to venture too far from the base because, of course, we have no map, so I could easily get lost. Hey, here's some. just goofing around, trying to survive, talking about silly stuff here. We're good at deception and redirection, 100%, especially in like an electronic format. Imagine space. You're not going to be able to do a lot of physical fighting in a space type of war just simply because of the distances. And, unless we're ruling out like faster than light travel, there's not really going to be a lot of these big spaceship battles. You know what I'm saying? Heck, in reality, if you really want to take out a planet, all you have to do is launch a rock at it. It doesn't need to be a missile. It just literally be an asteroid that you pull out of some asteroid field somewhere and redirect it at the planet. You don't even have to be near it, and you can completely wipe out a civilization. You know what I'm saying? So I think that our ability to hack and do things long distance does give us an advantage in certain types of combat spheres, See, unless you're using werewolf railgun method. Not familiar with that. I know what the railgun is, but yeah, I'm thinking the book that I'm talking about is Peter Hamilton's Judas Unchained. It's a space opera. There's 2 books in that series, Judas Unchained and Pandora's Star. Judas Unchained and Pandora's Star. A really great, one of my favorite sci-fi stories, without a doubt. It's pretty dense though, and as a space opera, there's many different like characters to like get familiar with. But I would say that book has one of my favorite portrayals of an alien species in it, and it's the one I was describing as like a hive mind. Hey, Lord Enix is here. What's up, buddy? Well, it's been a year. Yeah, my friend. How you doing, dude? Thanks for coming by. It's great to see you again. How's your cataclysm going? Funny enough, both American and Soviet Army tried developing firearms that work in zero gravity. Oh, that's not surprising at all. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know about the gravity of it all, but I'm sure that trying to have like combustion or fire, gunpowder in an atmosphere that has no oxygen in it is probably pretty difficult, if not impossible. All right. Let's see. Well, that was a decent amount of cattails. Where the hell am I? Did I get lost? Man, we got Pete everywhere. Excuse me. Let's see here. Oh, this is the trader. All right. Our home's just up this way. Let me see. Bam. Look at that. Look at all that inventory space. I feel very privileged now to have that. Come back here, little one. I'm going to eat you. The gist is that in D&D, werewolves didn't take fall damage. And by using a spell to launch them into an enemy fort, they could do damage as they fall with terminal velocity. And then they attack everything inside. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. Why do they take no fall damage? You think the werewolves would be subject to gravity just like everything else? American made a rocket pistol with some success. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's one thing that we do excel at here in this country is firearms. No doubt about it. People spend a lot of time thinking about guns over here. Let's see. Lord Enix, newest dude is an embezzler with the prison start. I've got a nuclear plant. Ooh, watch it. Just south of here. Hopefully I'll have to power sometime in the future. You got to be careful around those nuclear plants. They can have leaks, and you can start to get radiation poisoning. If you look at your character's status screen and it starts to say that you're... What does it say? I think it says like physical weakness or something. I can't remember the exact term, but that means you've been exposed to radiation poisoning. It happened to me just like investigating a nuclear plant. I didn't even go inside of it. I just kind of drove around the outside, but there was a leak in it. Yeah, weakness. Is that it? My country's specialty is stealing guns. Hanny Hanny is from South Africa. Is that true, Hanny Hanny? Why do you say that? I don't know. Excuse me. Let's see. The gyrojet pistol didn't really catch on, but you could see it in a James Bond film. I bet. All right. I'm spending all my time with these stupid cattails. I really should be eating these, but no, these are going to be very important here down the road. So many flowers. Oh, my hammer, or my knife broke. So let's make another one. All right, looking good. I do have some decent cattails already, don't I? I probably want to make a basket. Didn't do too much in the way of food, did I? I have a single freaking turnip now. Okay, great. That's not going to do me much good. Ah, can't make it yet. Come on. All right, what are we going to do for food here, people? We're going to starve, probably. So, did I see some berries on our bushes? Nope. Police lost a huge amount for being robbed. Keep in mind, I'm a bit away, but I'll wait to explore until I'm ready. Oh, for sure, for sure. You know, another good thing about prison starts is you get pretty good at lock picking early on. You should be pretty proficient at that as by the time you escape that prison. I'm trying to set up some defenses in and around the prison, plan on opening up some of the roof for skylights and solar power. Yeah, my last base was in a prison. It's a great spot, dude. Like you've got what is basically an impenetrable wall around most of your base, you know? And it's pretty open too. Like if you really wanted to get into agriculture, you could have a little farm set up in there. All right, let's see. Oh, man. I hate these early stages where food is so difficult. Also, it's not really smart for me to just be wandering around. Oh, here we go. Yum, yum, yum. I think I'm going to try and grab a little bit of sand, but I mean, to be totally honest with you, we can't really set up panning right now until I get some food. Okay, I think I just got some flax here. Hey, that's good. 2. Is there more? I'm hearing something weird. I don't know what that is. Sounded like I don't know what. All right, so got a tiny little bit of sand, an even tinier bit of food. Oh, this is medium fertility right up here. Okay. I could probably dig some of this up and place it, but I don't know. It's a little tricky placing this soil. I might have to come up here tomorrow before we extend our garden anymore. Oh, 6 of 7. Come on, carrots. What's this? 5 of 7. Damn it. We got a fruit tree up here. I mean, I do have enough for another thing of porridge. It's not going to be much, but I did throw some fruit in on top of it or something. It's getting pretty dark, too. Coming up here. I'm surprised the soil hasn't, like, slid. I haven't had, like, an entire rock slide or hillside slide away. It's happened before. We're getting pretty high up here, and I'm not seeing anything. Hoping for some berry bushes. What is that? I think there's an animal over there. Some sort of goat. Hopefully it's not a wolf. Oh, that's a freaking polar bear, boys. No, it's not. That's a goat. I thought that was a polar bear, dudes. Oh, there goes the fucking hillside. Wait a second. No, I think that is a bear. Okay, get the hell out of here. I don't know what that was. I thought it was one of those like furry, hairy goats. But then I think I heard it growl. I heard something growl. And polar bears can spawn at the tops of hills and mountains because of the cold. It's not like a biome specific thing. It's where the hell am I going? It's temperature dependent. So that could have been a polar bear. I think it was. Crazy as that is. Go say hi to the bear. I did. I almost threw a spear at it. Oh, that would have been good. I would have got killed and had to restart things. All right. Well, it's not ideal, but I think if we cook up just this tiny, oops, I better get some wood. This tiny little bit of porridge, that'll get me through the night again. This is real survival here, people. I am struggling to just feed myself, essentially. Boom. There we go. It's funny, too, because there's literally berry bushes everywhere, but pretty, picked over. All right, let's do it. You're planning on making my own towers with pit traps. Want to try to get some kind of sound system to draw stuff to me where I can safely take care of the threat. I plan on having plenty of barred windows to poke through. That's a good idea for sure. Bear hunts. Standing in for the guy from Saturday. That's right, you remembered. He is a crazy one when it comes to bear hunts and a lot of other stuff. Let's see. No, I love the guy. Let's drop these off. Let's go ahead and just place this down. Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's a tough life. All right, let's get rid of these. I'm literally just going to throw these over here so they'll despawn. Too many flowers. All right. I did get some sand. So one of these days I'll need to make a pan eventually. Where is my bowl? Oh, there it is. All right. Wow, that didn't fill me up very good at all, did it? What do you expect, though? It was one little serving of single porridge. All right, so in you go. Now, let's go to bed. And actually, I should probably nap up a quick knife blade so I can make that in the morning. Listen, as long as I don't die from starvation, I'm going to be happy, okay? That's all I care about. All right, let's go to bed real quick. Gotta wake up. Man, it would be helpful if I killed an animal, though. Then I would get a little bit of meat, protein, help fill up my belly. But in the morning, we'll see. What time is it? 5 a.m., 4:30. A medium temporal storm is approaching. Dang it. Oh, why did it happen today of all days? I was thinking like, oh, if I get a storm, maybe I'll just do that off stream. But I don't know. We'll see. It's what, like 10 minutes or something from the time it's announced or something like that? I can't remember exactly. Like 10 real-time minutes. Where's my sticks? Okay. No problem, buddy. We will suffer together. All right. Let's see. What are we doing? Should I plant more crops this morning? I mean, I think we're on the verge of starvation. In fact, before we jump into the day's events, I'm going to pause it real quick, guys. I got to jump up, go to the bathroom. So take this opportunity to grab yourself a refreshment. I will be back here in 60 seconds or less. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. Hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back and we're ready. Let's get out here. Once again, on the verge of starvation, desperately searching for some food to tide us over. Man, oh man. So, everyone, how's your 2026 treating you? That's a good question, buddy. It's only been 2 days into the new year, but maybe somebody's already got a story to tell. I had a terrible day at work today, but that's irrelevant. That's not that unusual. It has nothing to do with the new year. Okay, I see a fox. Damn it, he saw me. Damn it. Wait, are there fish? I remember now, we had pretty good luck hunting some fish. No, there's no fish over here. All right, let's push inland a little bit farther. We haven't been yet. All right, we got some cattails, but I'm not stopping for those. Fish? Oh, shit. Okay. Literally nothing here. No fish, no berries, no crops. Hey, hey! Gotcha. Can I eat this raw? Probably shouldn't, but hurry up. Okay, well, that's something. We should put in the cooking pot for sure, but let's see if we can get a few more. I'm not quite at death's door yet. So if we can fill up that cooking pot with a bit more fish, I'll be real happy. Hello. Damn you. Come on. Bro. I had him. I can't move. Okay. Let's see here. Grab that. Did I get it? No, I missed it. Damn fish swam away. Okay, got my spear. Hey, there's a couple of them. Oh my god. Why? Really sucking at this right now. Let's grab this one. Can't really do it from a distance. No. As soon as the spears hit the water, they just drop, don't they? All right, so I'm about to go home and just cook up the two we got, but let's try this one more time. Aha! Snuck up on him like a ninja. All right, hopefully we get a couple here. Okay, let's run home and cook this. Cook this fish meat. Where am I? Where's my home? Okay, there's the mountain. I think I know where we're at. Yeah, there's one of my nerd poles. Come here, little fox. I'm not going to chase you too far, but if I can get a shot on you, I will. Oh, he's coming to fight me. Do you see that? He turned around. He was going to get all gutsy. I criticize someone's attitude towards other people. Ooh. At first, hold on a second. I'm sorry, Hanny. I got to grab this and get pointed in the right direction. All right. At first, they were mad at me, but they actually thanked me today for it. Sometimes hearing the hard truth is all you need. That's true. That is true, buddy. And it's hard to face up to those personal truths ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for others to see them oftentimes, but it's hard for us to see them in ourselves. Quite a lot. Okay, check it out. Damn it. It's not ready. Ooh, one serving of hefty fish. All right, we'll put a little meat or firewood in there. I mean, oh my god, there we go. Fire's lit. I swear, my cold hasn't been this bad all day, and then I start streaming and it gets really bad. Or at least it feels like that. All right, so put that away. Really didn't need to grab this rod. That's just going to sit there now until it goes rotten, probably. Take stop. Okay. Let's see, just eat this. And we're going to get right back out there. I could probably use some cattails too now, but... Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. At some point I do need to cut a little bit more wood down too, because I won't be able to make a pan for this panning session that we got planned without it. Maybe I can pan during the temporal storm. You think that would work? Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, let's... Oh, that filled me right up. Nice. All right, so what we're going to do next is grab this, put that on there, drop that. I don't know if that'll cook. Let me just put 1 or 2 pieces in there. All right, let's get back out. Man, my health really dropped, didn't it? Damn. Okay, I got to be super careful because I cannot tangle with anything. Even a little baby fox right now would probably kill me. Look at that. 2 whole pieces of grain right by the base. I didn't even know it. I'll put that down. Let me just grab you. Put you in here. That's fine. Start to stockpile food. Look at that. I've already got a stockpile of food going. It's amazing. Let me put this in here too. Get it out of my inventory. Hey, first time chatter. Hello, Choloco. Happy to finally catch a stream. Been a long time lurker on YouTube watching your vintage story content. Was drawn to your channel for your Bob Ross meets vintage story vibes. Also loving the 7 Days to Die content. Well, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you coming by today's stream. Fortunately, my voice is a little off and just a little under the weather today, but thanks for saying that I'm the Bob Ross of vintage story, buddy. That's awesome. Appreciate you coming by, too. So we are currently in a wilderness survival world, my friend. Choloco, did you check out that first video I posted here the other day? It's on the YouTube channel, but right now we're just trying to survive. Of course, we have no map. Being wilderness survival makes it much, much more challenging. Another thing I'm realizing, too, is I have not located any surface copper, but that's not a real great surprise, really. Hey. Grab this. Yeah, we're still early enough in the run that it's like food is still like a real challenge for me at this point, but we finally filled our bellies with a little bit of fish. I'm telling you, I'm thinking hunting some fish might be the way to go. Yeah, but definitely need some more cattails too. Let's see. And we have a temporal storm approaching. You know, with that being the case, let me grab this log real quick. We're going to turn this into our first pan. I'd like to be able to set up a nice little panning operation during the temporal storm. I don't know if I can pull that off, but it's okay. Somebody mentioned earlier that the room needs to be 1 by 2 for the room. I think that's about what I set up over here, wasn't it? Where did I put that? So many flowers. Hey, what's this? Yeah, we're going to start grabbing all these seeds. Okay, here we go. So yeah, if I sit right here, put my soils or my sand and stuff, yeah, this will work, right? I could block this off. Obviously, we'll seal this in. Hey, another lurker here. Thought I'd say hi and love the Dino series I did. Well, thank you, Dirty VOD Blin. Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Oh, it's called like Clo. Oh, okay, gotcha. My bad. I'm sorry. I always mispronounce names and stuff, buddy. But thanks for coming by, you two. It's glad to meet people who watch the YouTube videos and stuff. Yeah, I love those dinosaur mods too. I want to do another heavily dinosaur-focused run. Unfortunately, they haven't been updated in a long time, but I know that there was another separate mod author who had kind of put together a little patch for them. Although the patch wasn't perfect, but it was still good. Oh. Got lots of new people coming with the new year. That's true, Hanny Hanny. Ooh, look at this. I hope I've run. Oh my God, there's lurkers. Get out of there. Drifters, I mean. Run away. We need to go get those cattails that I saw earlier. Why am I jumping? I have step up. So there are no mods in this world. Speaking of the dino mods, the only mod that I installed is the step up mod. After trying to go truly like purely vanilla, I realized I have to have step up. It is such a difficult thing not to be able to step up. All right, let's see. Picking up everything but cattails now, aren't I? That's okay. The food is important. And we got some more grain over here. What's this, rye? Or flax, I mean. Give me that. Give me the seeds. Okay, I'm also looking for more fish. Any horsetail around here? That's a good question. I could definitely use some healing, some bandages. We're not in, I think over in that direction, we would probably find horsetail for sure. I might have to go around and look for it. Right now I'm still getting cattails just for storage purposes too, though. I'm hoping we can get enough food that when we go to bed, our health will rejuvenate a bit. Man, oh man, my nose is running like crazy. Hold on, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, there is story content and dungeons. Well, ruins. I don't know if I call them proper dungeons, but yeah, in wilderness survival, those do exist. It's different from the Homo sapiens, which is something I usually do run when I'm doing like a challenge series. I use the Homo sapiens, but no, this one has all the nasty stuff in it. Come here. Yeah, so we could go to the resonance archives in this world if we really got ambitious and found it. But of course, keep in mind there's no map. So if I hit M, nothing happens. So the only way to navigate is like old school Minecraft, because we don't have coordinates either. It's just to build like landmarks and stuff as we go. I did a wilderness survival live stream series a while back where I was like determined to build sky bridges everywhere. But I'm not going to go through that whole ordeal. Sky bridges are an eyesore. They're ugly. They're also extremely resource intensive. Don't think I've seen you fight the rust monsters. I've been avoiding it. We did see one or two, and I think I got shot by a bow torn in some of the earlier, in like the last episode, but I'm gonna go get those fish. We'll get you, fishy. Bah. It doesn't work. You got to get in there with them and swim. Oh my God. Get some air. Got him. Don't feel bad for the fish. Yeah, these fish are turning out to be pretty darn good source of protein. There was another one. There he is. Got him. All right, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Catch my breath. Let's drop down. A dead salmon. Uh-oh, it's imminent. It's imminent. It's imminent. It's imminent. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know if I'm going to make it. All right, I don't have a lot of sand with me. Oh my God, please don't let me die again. I don't want to die and have to restart in a whole new place. That's such a pain in the butt. All right, we got a little food. I wish I had had time to like cook it up first, but oh my God, when's it going to happen? It's going to happen any moment. Oh, we made it. Okay. So, yeah, oh, look, it starts to hit immediately, I think. No, maybe it's just a look of the walls. All right. Anyway, we do have a light source. Boom. I've got. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now it's happening. It's happening, people. Is this going to be too big? Are they going to spawn in here? Oh, holy shit, man. Now I'm nervous. Hold on. Let's just do that. Okay. This is about as good as I can get it here, people. All right. Well, I've got a bunch of sand. Not a whole lot, but... Oh, okay. I think I just killed myself. Guys, I don't think we're going to be able to... Oh, crap. I'm not going to be able to pan now because I just deleted the water block here. God damn it. Okay, well, we can't do anything but just sit here now, unfortunately. I didn't anticipate that sand. How can I do panning then? I just need to set it closer away from the water, I guess. Oh well. What can we do? What can we do about it, you know? Let's see. You love the vintage story lore? It's so interesting. Looking forward to the dev team adding more. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Is hunting strange after your last series? You know what? It is. It's funny you asked that because it definitely felt weird, like throwing the spears again for the first time after that pacifist run. Yeah, that was part of the reason I wanted to do this wilderness challenge, you know, because kind of ease back into the regular gameplay again. But yeah, I don't miss the temporal storms, though. Honestly, I think that the whole temporal storm thing could use a little bit of work. A paid mod feels against the vibes. Wait, what? Oh, a paid mod to reintroduce the rot from the lore content into your world. Paid mod to reintroduce the rot from the lore content. I don't understand that. Oh, wait. You mean the disease, the rot from the lore content into your world? Well, how does that affect your world? Does that, like, infect the NPCs at the village or something? Yeah, I wish that there was still some sort of way you could set up, like, a drifter farm on, like, on the, what are they called? The hydroelectric surface vents with the water, with the real hot water and stuff, but those got taken out of the game. The developers didn't like that. Oops. Alright, so we can't pan. I'll just put that back. Right, yeah. Alright. Yeah, paid mod does feel weird. Is there a whole section on the site about the game being accessible? The world slowly dies. Yeah, I don't know where you're seeing paid mods for. That almost sounds like a scam, though. Who would you pay? I guess the developers of the mod, but what website are you going through? You know? I don't know. I know that the developers of Vintage Story are pretty cool about, like, people making money off their content, you know, because they, you know, it's very much like creators, you know, do their advertising for them, you know, so they don't have to make commercials and stuff like that. But I don't know. Paid mods might be a whole different thing in and of itself. I'm not sure, though. I don't know. But it sounds weird. It sounds suspect. All right. So I've got two things. Just trying to plan out our next meal. I can probably safely eat this turnip. I'm going to try and avoid eating until we can cook it, but... You know what I saw a YouTuber do? I can't remember the name of the channel either, but they had a challenge where they lived in the world of Rust. You know, if you, like, lose all your temporal stability, you go into the Rust world, and it's really hard to survive there because your health is constantly draining. But their challenge was, like, survive as long as they could. And I don't know how long they made it, but I always thought that was a cool challenge. That might be something fun to try. Well, no, not mods are not necessarily official, but they're on the official website for the game. You know what I'm saying? And those are all free. So if you're looking at a mod that's charging you, it's going to be on the unofficial website. It's not going to be on the official mod database, I would imagine, unless they set up a section for like paid mods. But you know, as their other chatter pointed out, that seems a little strange per vintage story. I don't know. I mean, I know paid mods are a thing in some games, but besides, it seems like such a small mod. It doesn't really seem like worth paying for. Let's see. I like challenge mods, but more or less like animals, you know? Although I would love to see more bosses. I'd often look through the mod database hoping to find like things that added bosses to the world or even like made drifters more difficult. Like, I don't know, they're pretty tough as it is, not gonna lie, but once you get up to that steel armor, you know, maybe you got some mods like the firearms mod, for instance. Some of the enemies can become pretty trivial, but again, usually that's modded. Let's see. Uh, how much longer do we have to wait? Let's see what time it is. Lost my cursor. 4 o'clock. I don't know how long these last, but well, we'll just hang out till then. Getting plenty of fruit. Oh, I still got my improvised body armor. That's good. I don't think our temporal stability will completely drain away, but it might. Not 100% sure on that one. You want to fight Dave? That would be fun. That would be. Yeah. I don't know the backstory behind Dave. Does he have like a counterpart in the real world? I don't know. Not really, does he? There's no giant like 40-foot monsters walking around in the regular vintage story world, so. But oh, let's see here. I'm about to replace all drifter for sawblade locust. There you go. That is a true test right there for sure. Yeah, those sawblade locusts hit like trucks. Yay, it's over. We survived it. Almost there. I mean, Dave can be a boss. The thing about later. Wait. Are you saying that they're going to develop it into a boss? That'd be cool. I hope they have plans for more bosses. You would have to pay me to do that. I remember that's one of the things I miss about like certain MMOs and stuff I used to play as world bosses, you know, just getting a group together. Not even in an instance dungeon, just travel in the world, coming across a boss. But usually their gear is pretty crappy. It's easy to get, so I don't know. World of Warcraft had a couple of challenging world bosses, but you just have to wait till like a high traffic time on your server and just go hang out till you know you get a big enough group. Okay, here we go. It's how it used to be in the old days. Like if you wanted to kill Onexia, you just had to go sit in front of her cave or shout in general chat, you know, in Stormwind or something. All right, so I'm a little nervous to open up. Are there going to be drifters out there? Are there still going to be out there? Yeah, I hear them still. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. And I don't know. So I'm trying to think how I could set up this little shack here to be a little bit better. Oh, thank you, Cutie Bun Bun. Hello. Welcome, my friends. Good to see ya. I would say that made my nose better, but it didn't. It didn't. Okay, so I hear the drifters. I know if we just get out and run and like they will eventually despawn. Yes, we are working with soil instability. Yeah. And it's a pain in the butt. But, you know, what can you do? So this is a true wilderness survival map, meaning there is no map. We have soil instability, drifters, all that good stuff. Cave-ins are active. So it's been a challenge. We haven't died yet in today's stream, but in my first live stream I did on this one, I died like 2 or 3 times. And again, on a wilderness survival map, when your character dies, you get respawned 5,000 blocks away in a random direction. So essentially, it's like a restart. It's not hardcore where the game's over, but we are essentially just starting all over again. So, really trying hard not to die. That being the case, let's open this up and see if a drift or drops in here with me. Oh, okay. Hello? Hello? Well, let's open it up. Okay, just starting to starve. All right, let's go. Make a run for it. I don't know why. I'm still jumping, even though I have step up. I think we made it. No drifters in sight. So, I'm still a little paranoid, so I'm going to put that block right there. Let's go ahead and cook. We got some food to cook here. We'll do a little bit of fish stew. How about that? Bing, bang, boom. All right. Still need some wood. Yeah, I debated on like restarting the world and doing like wilderness survival, but then turning soil instability off because I complained a lot about it in the first live stream. But I think we're just gonna go. We're gonna stick it out. It's tough, but then again, it's supposed to be tough. That's the whole point of wilderness survival. It's a challenge. It's a challenge because all these damn flowers that are everywhere. Boop, 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 boop. All right, let's go eat for this guy. God, he cries all night for his little food bowl. It's like a dog who doesn't get fed. The respawn is pretty cool. Imagine finding your lost civilization years later. Yeah, that's something I thought about. Like if I die and respawn enough, eventually we'll probably find our old gear and stuff. But mining, you just need to be careful for this cave-ins. Yeah. This isn't so bad when you get used to it. It can be a challenge, but you're right. There's, it just takes some getting used to. All right, that was very filling. I love it. Let's do something here. We're going to set up our next meal. Just have this ready to go for us. Beautiful. All right, let's put those onions away. Oh, wait. We'll save that. Okay, let me plant the rest of this. It's almost nighttime. Well, this will give us a good opportunity to get some of our health back, though. I'm just going to sleep this night. I still want to pan. We have to do some panning, but it might not be a bad idea to try and look for some ruins, too. Maybe we can get a little bony soil when we decide to finally sit down and pan for a day or two. It wouldn't be bad to have a stack of sand and some bony soil, because that's where the real temporal gear drops are going to be. And that's another thing to consider, too, is obviously we can set our spawn point if we get the temporal gears. So that's going to be a big priority once we get a little bit of time to actually sit down and do some panning. But food is a big part of that. I can't really pan without the food to do that. All right, so boom. We get ourselves a little bowl of food here. Let's take our hoe and let me grab the rest of these seeds. I feel like we really should be trying to get these in the ground. Our agriculture could be this thing that saves us in the long run. Hey, what's going on, Mini Mongoose? It's your birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for coming by on your birthday. I won't ask how old you are, because I know that's not polite, but I hope you're not feeling your age too bad. Also, you're sick. I'm sick, too, and it sucks. But I'm glad you came by. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I tried to mute myself there when I sniffled, but sometimes I miss that. All right. But yeah, it sucks, man. It wasn't even bad. Like the first day that I got sick, I was like, oh, this is just allergies. I'm not like, I don't even feel sick. And then like, boom, it just freaking hit me. Actually, it just hit me today. Let's see, I'm half a Minecraft stack years old by now. I know exactly how old you are. Wait, where's our plants? I think they're down here. Down here by the thousands of dwarf firs. Yep, this is our little garden. Oh, hey, horsetail. Awesome. Yeah, I should have been doing that just as a horsetail farm. A little agriculture going. Yeah, let's get these all on the ground. Oh my god. Yeah, my nose is running like crazy though. When I get off stream today, I think I'm just gonna take some heavy drugs and watch a movie or something. Anybody see any good movies lately? Let's see. I've been thinking about renting the new Superman, which isn't. I mean, it's a couple months old now, but I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's good, and I heard some people say it's really bad, but I don't know. I've never been a big Superman fan, but I like to watch some of the newer stuff. Let's see. Oh no, I got hit with some chest throat stuff on Monday, and I've been running fever since. It's kicked my butt, and today's the first day I've been feeling able to get up and get out of bed. Well, I'm glad you're feeling a little better. I'm sorry for that sickness, though. Oh, you liked Avatar 3? That's awesome. Fire and Ash. My nose, too. I got throat soothing lollipop from my nephew. Yeah, be sure to keep hydrated. That's true. Oh, the new Superman is good. It's funny. Yeah, I like how they're taking more of like a lighter approach to it. Like it's almost like the comic books, because the comic books aren't super serious. They're written for little kids, especially those older comic books, like when Superman first came out. Yeah, those things were explicitly aimed at children. But I mean, I loved comic books. I would say into my 20s. I would probably still read comics if they weren't like expensive. I really loved X-Men and Spider-Man growing up. All right, let's get these in, and it's getting dark out here, so we got to go to bed. Let's go ahead and leave this guy here. Beautiful. I feel good. We've got ourselves a little garden now. It's not a total loss, not a total failure. Pretty close, but not quite there yet. You're watching the Fallout show, season 2 currently. That's awesome. But yeah, I might have to pull up season 2 myself. Where the hell did this come from? It's got some grain right there. All right. Yeah, it's getting a little dark. Let's go ahead and put in the door. Sorry, guys. Let me put up the torch here. Wait a second. I really need to expand this so that I can start putting some firewood inside the house instead of constantly have to go outside to get it. It's always a struggle. Everything's a struggle for space, for sanity. All right, do I have anything? We'll put that in there with it. Yay. Oh, of course I got flowers on me. Oh, Avatar 3 was great. I'm watching Fallout and playing New Vegas playing it for the first time. Wow, dude, you're lucky. New Vegas is quite an experience for sure, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, Fallout show's good. I watched the first season. I haven't seen the second one yet. I know some people said it was a little goofy and stuff, but I mean, those vault dwellers were always kind of goofy, Like the pre-Fallout world, like the world before the nuclear bombs dropped, is a parody of the 1940s and 50s in our world, so it's supposed to be silly and over the top, essentially. It's not supposed to be some grounded, gritty, like down to earth. It's a silly kind of thing. But the show itself is serious because it is about the apocalypse. But you like the show? The goofiness is good, yeah. Fallout is on a week. Hey, Kurswist, how you doing? It's good to see you. All right, so we got a little food for the morning, a little bit of firewood. Let me pull this off the wall so I don't forget it. Let me put this away. And I think we'll go to bed. Time for bed, people. Wow, I'm actually feeling halfway decent about this food situation. Hey, what's going on there, alligator lizard? Carrie, right? Carrie. Alligator lizard is Carrie, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, though. Let me know. But how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you again. Happy New Year to you. Yep, we're doing some vintage story on Twitch again, buddy. You know it. Actually, let me put this down here. Eat over. Eat. Beautiful. All right, so hold on. Let me whip this, put that in there, move that, put that down. All right, we're good. My life isn't fully recovered, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Good memory, it is you. Yep, I enjoyed following the dragon run on YouTube. What's the plan for this run? Well, it's kind of just to get back into the swing of the normal gameplay cycle. You know, playing that last run, as you just mentioned, was a vegetarian run, so I was pacifist. I didn't throw a single spear or attack in that run, so kind of getting used to the game again in that sense. And I wanted to go with a mainly vanilla playthrough because in hopefully a couple of weeks, the community and myself, we're going to be joining the top server, which is the official Vintage Stories server, you know, hosted by the developers. But that's a vanilla server. So I wanted to get prepared and play a little bit of vanilla Vintage Story, you know. See how that is. Now, I will tell you that I installed one mod. I played the first live stream with 0 mods, and it was a pain in the butt. So the one I installed is Step Up. We do have Step Up. But that's it. That's the only mod. And I'm actually, somebody was saying, too, that one, you can actually use that as a client-side mod on the official top server. That's one of, like, the approved client-side mods you can use, so I am going to be playing with this on the top server too, if possible. All right, let's grab. You know, in some ways, playing those challenge runs that I do, it almost like spoils you a little bit because they're heavily modded. In addition to having challenges, I also make it a bit easier on myself by having like a zoom button and, you know, other just various quality of life mods that I typically get installed. But in this run, we don't have any of that stuff other than Step Up, as I mentioned. But Step Up is necessary. Curse Whist, I played with it. Like I said, the first 2 hours, I wanted to stop. I almost like debated and just like not doing it again, like running some 7 Days to Die or something. But I was like, I'll just install Step Up. It's not the end of the world. All right, let's go out there and get some more resources, people. It's a never-ending fight for resources. I think today we should look for some ruins, see if we can find something. Are you going to be streaming that server? Oh, you mean on the top server? Yeah. Definitely. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, they actually, believe it or not, Mini Mongoose, we have no map at all. Yeah. Oh, without the auto map markers is hard. Yeah, we don't have a map at all on this world. You know, in the tops world, there will be. I don't think so, Whis. That's something I do need to look into, but I know that from a content perspective, just like on videos and like what I'm doing now, streaming separate worlds, like they're totally okay with people doing that. I don't know what the exact rules are for the top server. So I do need to maybe jump into their Discord and just see if any of the mods have an answer or something to that. Yeah, it's a good question. Good question. Even if it's not allowed, which I highly doubt, I'm still going to be on there doing stuff, playing around and stuff. And of course, it's a public server, so anybody out there who's not necessarily a part of my Patreon, you can still, join, come over and say hello. High fertility soil, kids, let's go. Give me that. I'll take that. Just one little block of it. Thought I heard something. All right, let's keep this dirt. Thought I heard something. Sorry, guys. Let's see. You're always welcome over here in the post-apocalyptic civilization. We have mini bikes. I'm looking forward to get back on there. I'll probably be on tomorrow, buddy. I'm going to stream, but I don't have to work tomorrow now, so I'll be getting on in the morning. Yeah, having some fun on the 7 Days to Die server for sure. Let's get a couple more cattails because I still don't have enough to get a basket made, believe it or not. that had a map but didn't have player markers and didn't move with us, and that was hard enough. Yeah, that's actually how the craftable cartography does it. You can play with that mod which removes the map, but then you can like rediscover the map by making like papyrus and stuff or paper. But it doesn't like, it's not like the normal map. It just shows you your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't put the player's icon on the map. I kind of like that, but it definitely would be more difficult. Boom. Craftable cartography was one I actually looked into when I was coming up, when I was thinking of this world. I was like, maybe I will install it so we can eventually get the map back. But I don't know. Not having a map is just such a big part of wilderness survival, you know, this type of play. It feels kind of cheaty not to bring it back. All right, we got horsetails here, but I'm not going to take the time right now to get these. Just looking around. I need to get this high fertility soil back to our garden area, get it planted. Okay, let's go up a little bit. Keep in mind, too, I'm also hoping to find some surface copper. I mean, I do plan on panning for it, but it would be great if we could just find a couple of nuggets. Can't hug a tree in Vintage Story. It's like the map in Minecraft, very much so. Minecraft, they made it a little bit easier these days because you can look at your coordinates and stuff. But yeah, obviously we don't have access to coordinates either in this mode of play. All right, we're looking for some ruins. Looking for more food. Anything easy that I can hunt? This is kind of an interesting little, I don't know what you would call this. Is this a proper cave right here? Doesn't look very stable. Oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze again. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so the good news is it's hard to get lost because if I just like look in that direction, we can see the mountain over there. Punch the soil there at the top. No, thank you. What is this? Oh, I thought that was a tree cutting. Yeah, this does not look stable. What's the instability? Instability is 100% on this block. See that up there? That means, yeah, if you even struck this with like your pickaxe, it would just fall. It would just fall. That is a death trap waiting to happen. Maybe if I'm ever being chased by like a bear or something, I can take him through that. I would just collapse on his head. Well, I know that we've got ruins in this world. We saw some ruins on our previous life when I was in a different part of the world, but so far I haven't spotted any around here. I'd really like to get some bony soil. It's not essential because we can still get what's it called? Temporal gears from sand. Although the drop rate is much reduced. It's like half of what the drop rate for bony soil is. Some wildlife over here. Food-wise, I didn't bring any. Maybe we should hunt them. Oh, come on, dude. Ah. Perfect shot. It's some chicken. What are my stability settings? Well, we have it set to, it's just default wilderness survival. So that means we have soil and sand instability, and of course cave-ins are set too. So yeah, it's all the difficult stuff. And there's no map. Okay, a little bit of grain. That's good. Huh. Yeah, so if I just turn in that direction, we're fine. That also, too, that big mountain right there is kind of a nice little landmark for me, too, because I know if we get over to that spot, I know where I'm at. Alright, settings are basically watch out. Exactly, Carrie, exactly. I kind of want to take out one of these little deer over here. Yeah, you just heard that. That was some soil instability right there. I don't know. If I start shooting those deer, they're going to run off, and I'm going to be, like, trying to chase them. It's not worth it right now. Let's keep looking for ruins. I can always get some porridge made up when we get home. Okay, let me keep this stack of dirt in my hand, too, in case we run into a bear or something out here. They do not want to die. That's pretty obvious. Nobody ever wants to die, but, of course, in wilderness survival, we get reset, randomly put back in the world 5,000 blocks away from this point. So it's essentially a start over, you know? And I'd like to avoid that again. Man, I don't see anything worthwhile. Oh, this is weird. What we got here? Flax. Let me get these flax. If we get any seeds, that'll be important. Where the hell are all the ruins? Some rabbits. This whole place seems like it's just ready to collapse. Oh, I hate you. Oh my God. I think we're going to have to get back home and eat. Oh. I thought they were trapped for a second. Might be able to trap these guys. One of these little box canyons here. Oh. What are you doing? Okay. I can't be playing around too much with these guys, though. Oh, God. I'm better off just eating fish. All right, let's get over here. See, we weren't too far from home. Actually, kind of surprised that... Do I have berries on me? I have 8 berries. I'd rather throw those into the cooking pot, though. You're right, I could eat those, but since we're not that far from home, I think I'm going to just throw them in there. Let's see, it's annoying hearing them complain constantly, but our health's not in a bad place yet. All right, here we are. Let's get this going. Beautiful, look at that. It looks so good, I would even eat that myself. All right, grab some wood. Go, go, go. Cook, cook, cook. All right, so... Let's see, let's put these away. I'm actually going to grab this, and... Yeah, we're going to make another batch of porridge. I think we should go down to our garden and use that high fertility soil and plant the rest of these seeds. Let's get these cattails in the ground. Constantly fighting flowers over here. It's weird. It's weird. Okay, better. Should be done with this. Almost. 1 second. Okay. Ooh, that's 2 servings. Just enough to fill me up pretty much. All right, we'll put that down. Let's put that over. Okay, that's cooking. Let's go ahead and run down to the farm real quick. Get this stuff in the ground. Now again, too, wilderness survival means we cannot create water source blocks. So All our agriculture is going to have to be either irrigated or done right over here next to the, to this. Get out of here. Yay. What should we put in our high fertility? Some flax? Flax is boring, but that really is what we should focus on, probably. Oh my god, this is the world that is made of flowers. I'm not even kidding. There's so many flowers in this area. It's wild. The red top grass is extra annoying at blending in. It does look like regular grass, doesn't it? And this is low fertility soil. I'm aware of that, but I just haven't been able to prioritize digging up a bunch of medium. We will, though, probably for a second batch, second round of agriculture that we do. I'll try and... It would actually be better, efficient, like with the layout, if I just build the farm in the water, essentially. So having a couple stacks of medium fertility, it's not a bad idea. All right, there we go. Look at all these stupid flowers. Get out of here. Go. You count. And you're gone. Okay. So we got food cooking away, but we've still got some daylight. So let's get out here and keep searching. Oh, wait. I don't need to bring this with me. Okay. Here we go. Whoops. Keep this stack of dirt in my hand at all times. Let's go over this direction. I got some vegetables down there. It's hard for me to pass those up. Got 1 carrot. Not bad. A little bit extra food. Let's go. Oh, my mouse cord is all caught. Okay. Oh, what's that? Flint. I am trying to keep my eyes on the stones, too. See if we find any surface copper. That would be... Hey, look at these idiots. Got yourselves trapped down here, didn't you? Oh! I think he's coming up here to fight me. Oh, crap. Bro, he almost just killed me. Did you see that? Look at my health. He is causing the soil to get all unstable up in there. Oh, man. Okay, what do we do? I think the mother or father just abandoned the child. Let's see if we can take advantage. Man, that thing almost killed me. Cannot take for granted anything in this stupid world. I'm afraid this thing's going to kill me. Okay. We're fine. Please give me some meat. Yeah, baby. Not worried about the pelts right now because I can't do anything without fat. Can I get out of here? This is going to fall on me when I dig this up. So I am just going to build out of here. Okay. You feel bad for the child. Don't worry, Hanny. It's not real. It's not a real being. It does not exist. I watched a really interesting video about the ethics of video game NPCs. And although it might seem somewhat absurd to talk about it, but in other words, should we take any kind of moral consideration into how we deal with non-player characters in video games? You know, is that really something to worry about on a moral level? It's an interesting question because I think the knee-jerk reaction is to say no. You know, it's silly to think that we should like be nice to NPCs in video games. Like, why? You know, but you always feel bad killing the baby wolves. But if you think about it, let's say you take your grandmother and say, "Here, Grandma, here's a game. I want you to sit down and play this, and I want you to go around and kill every sheep that you see." Your grandma is going to be like, I don't want to go around and kill the sheep. But Grandma, they're not real. They're just NPCs. But that's against your grandma's character to do something like that. And she's not even taking into account whether or not they have, a moral value. She just automatically assigns them a moral value. It's an interesting conundrum in a sense. If someone is only horrible to NPCs, then I'd worry. That's true too. That's a good point too. Because if you see, for instance, a young person who is obsessed with like killing in video games, you would transfer that, maybe, depending on the child and the circumstances, you would say maybe there's cause for concern there, in the real world too. So the reality is, although it seems absurd on the face of it, we do have to take into consideration the moral aspect of how we treat non-player characters in video games. Maybe not directly as a like a doesn't necessarily describe how we are as people, but I don't know. Like I said, interesting topic, but all right, what do we got? We got some more of this. Okay, I'm ending up with so many seeds here. Where did I put the thing? Well, I was getting some food, but I have not located any of the ruins that I wanted to find. I work customer service and people treat me like an NPC. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's another interesting point, too, is how our exposure to beings, entities in video games, which we know on a conscious level have no moral value in a real sense, means we can treat them however we want. And so in some ways, that can predispose certain people, callous people who don't think that much about others, to treat all people like they would treat NPCs in a video game. And there again, we come into the fact that we should consider the value of an NPC because it can have bearing on how we treat others in the real world, too. That's what I was going to say. You hear people calling other people's NPCs in real life. Yeah, that's a dangerous thing. And if we're justifying treating NPCs badly, what will that mean for our real life relationships? Objectifying people is dangerous. Othering people is dangerous. This is something I remember from watching Star Trek when I was a kid. They talk about that. Otherizing people, taking groups for on whatever grounds, whether it's religious or national, and saying that they have less moral value than like this other group over here is very dangerous. That's how you end up with things like the Holocaust and stuff. All right, let's eat. And we're getting pretty deep and heavy here, but that's what happens. I mean, you're playing kind of a slow game here at the start. All right, we do have some meat. Let's get that in there. Put our delicious carrots in with it. This will be the first red meat that I've eaten, I think, in the game. Oh. Whist. This is hardcore. Yeah, there's some medium fertility up the hill. I really do need to get a stack of that before I start planting anymore. See, you can see it up there. Tell you what, let's make a shovel and go get some. Maybe we'll have better luck with the ruins up the hill, too. Plant shovel. I mean, I'm a RimWorld player, so not Squeaky Queen, but I think definitely merits thinking about. Yeah, it's interesting. RimWorld is one of those that is especially brutal. I mean, I think for a time it was actually banned in Australia because of some of the gameplay loop. Because I mean, you can do some horrible stuff in that game, but I don't know. I never really felt bad about it, but I have had people get mad at me too in my videos and in the comments in my videos. Like if I kill an animal needlessly or certain things, people get upset about. Certain people do. I've definitely read comments like that. All right, let's put that away. Still holding on to this sand. One of these days, I promise, we'll do some panning. Let's get this going. Might as well. These are sitting here in anticipation of me ever finding metal. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to try, though. All right, we're out of sticks. Let me just put these down. Up the hill we go, people. All right, let's see. Oh, the Aussie ban was due to drug use in the game. Ah, see? I didn't realize that. I just assumed it was because of the violent nature. I was wrong. I was way wrong. All right, so we got to be careful digging because we could set this whole hillside down on our shoulders if we're not careful. So where do we go? Maybe to the top of this little hill right here. It's all medium fertility. But yeah, it's just so much better to start at the top. Let's get some sticks too while we're up here. Australian rules are so strange. My Aussie cousin was shocked when they came to visit and see people breaking the law like it's nothing. That's one of those things too I've heard about, like in Japan, for instance. It's like a huge cultural faux pas. There's a wolf. It's a huge cultural faux pas in Japan to jaywalk. People do not jaywalk in Japan. And yet, like, you know, foreigners like me in America, dude, I jaywalk all the time. Like, when I go to work, like, I don't walk an extra 15 feet just to go to the crosswalk. I just walk right across the road. But, yeah, it's cultural, you know. I've heard, too, Singapore is extremely strict, obviously. I think there's a streamer over there in Singapore who's recently arrested because of his antics while doing live streams going around. I can't remember that dude's name, but I think he's facing serious jail time. Some countries don't play around, man. Oh, mushrooms. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of them. Delicious. Look at that. Oh, it's poison. It's poison. Dang it. I thought jack-o'-lanterns weren't. No, they are. Well, we got to be careful because that wolf right over there, I shouldn't even be here. Let's get out of here. Did I get enough sticks? I got a little bit of medium fertility. Let's get a bit more. Oh, this is not smart. I shouldn't be digging here. This whole hillside's going to fall. I broke my axe. Really poisonous too. You still eat the negatives? I might get to that point where I have to. -1? Yeah, that's tolerable, isn't it? And jaywalking is so natural to me, I feel like mostly get arrested in Japan. Yeah, you might. You might. Oh. Okay, no sticks there. Yeah, still no ruins. A little nervous about being up here on this hill, but... Alright, I think we got enough sticks. It's good to have extra in case we need to make tools. Okay, good enough, good enough. Let's go. Gotta be careful coming down these hills, too. Sometimes the soil can just start a landslide. This hillside seems pretty stable, though, so I'm happy with that. All right. Just as the sun is setting, here we are back at home. Beautiful. Okay. Might have to cut some more wood here shortly. Maybe we can do that before nightfall. All right, let's light it. Okay, looking good. Uh-oh. Just lit myself on fire. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, I'm on fire. Oh, God. I think it went out just as soon as I reached the water. Oh, of course, of course. All right, well, yeah, look at my health. God, I am flirting with disaster here, people. All right, we do have some food. Yeah, I'm to the wobble stage now. The game, I'm all wobbly because my health is so low. Ugh. Okay, stop, drop, and roll. That's a good question. I don't know. That would definitely be more realistic, wouldn't it? All right, I don't have an axe, do I? Let's make one. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. See. I've already chopped a little bit of this oak tree here. I don't know. Yeah, you can see I chopped a bit of the tree limb. Just trying to get a bit more. I'm not trying to get the, oh, this is walnut. I'm not trying to get the whole tree here, just a little bit. Fire safety, people. You gotta take it seriously. Yeah, especially in this game. Fire's no joke. It's kind of cheap, too. Sometimes it cheats. When I did my Polar World, I don't know how many of you guys watched that Polar World series that I did, but yeah, the lava in this game does not act appropriately. It's very inappropriate lava. Okay. Ooh. Chopped down way more than I thought. Well, there's a bunch sitting on top of this tree now. Let's get up there and get that. Sorry for my voice too, everybody. It's getting worse, I think. That fire really jumped. Yeah, remember when the freaking whole tree just burned down? That was when I knew. Like I was planning on ending the series anyway because it was such a failure. But when that oak tree burned down, I was like, all right, that's it. There's no way I'm gonna go out and search for another oak seed and then take like 2 seasons for it to grow. It was so demoralizing watching that thing just go up in smoke. And it happened like the day that it finally like sprouted. And I finally confirmed that you can grow trees underground, and it instantly caught fire and burned up. All right, so put that away. I guess I'll put the sand away reluctantly. I wanted to do some serious panning today. We're going to have to save it for another live stream, but that's okay. Put those away. All right, so we definitely want to sleep. Yeah, since my health is so crappy, we'll be sleeping tonight. Yeah, I am going to do another Polar Earth challenge for sure. Yep, definitely. I don't know when exactly, but that is something I want to do again as a Polar Earth. I also want to do like another dinosaur themed run too. Absolutely. And of course, I'll change it up, maybe use some different mods from time to time so that, the series aren't identical to the last one that I did. But you're so used to sick voices. My sisters finally came in on Christmas with coughs and have stayed since, so everyone is sick. Yeah, it sucks. I hate it. I feel bad, like trying to record content when my voice is like this, but I have to. I can't stop. I mean, like Ice Age, it's so cold. You need to make constant fires to survive. There's constant snowstorms. Yeah, that's how the polar world. What is it? Snowball Earth. That's what I'm trying to think of. Snowball Earth. I mean, there's an option for that in World Generation. What is going on? Why am I not awake yet? Oh, I am awake. It's just pitch dark. uh, let's open this up. Yeah, the challenge in that in a snowball earth situation is not so much the cold, although that is a factor, but I mean as long as you keep some wood with you and you have a lit torch, you can pretty much get warm anytime you need. The real challenge is that there is no oak trees or acacia in the world, so you cannot make leather essentially. There is just no way to make leather in a snowball earth. The way that I got around that, of course, some of you guys know this, but the way that I got around that was to install Primitive Survival, the mod Primitive Survival, which introduces a lot of different things to the game. But one of the things it does is it puts little raccoon burrows inside of trees. If you've seen these before, it's just like a little hole in the tree, and you can get random loot from those holes, including tree seeds. And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get oak in any other way except by searching those little raccoon dens for tree seeds. And so it was I only ever found only one oak seed in the whole run. And I planted it underground because you can't really plant trees on the surface unless they're like pine or larch or whatever. So in other words, it was just a real challenge, but that's the point, you know. It's kind of the whole point behind it. All right, let's see here. Tempted to continue to look around. We really got to think about metal. To be honest, though, without panning, it's kind of impossible. So let's go up to the hill. Keep this dirt on me. I want to go up to the top of the hill, see if we can see any ruins, maybe from a distance. Maybe we'll come across some more food up here, too. You like the raccoon burrows? Yeah, they're a fun little addition to that mod. That mod adds so much stuff, but that is one of the cool little neat things. Like I said, that alone makes a snowball earth possible. I mean, you could do a snowball earth, but you can never make leather, you know, unless you just want to go into creative mode and cheat and give yourself a bunch of leather. Or maybe you just make the tannin, but it's okay. Not to worry. You know, alternately, now I'm aware of a mod where you can make leather from mushrooms. And there were definitely mushrooms in Snowball Earth. Believe it or not, there were some trees that would spawn mushrooms and stuff on them. So if you had that mod, it wouldn't be impossible. Ooh, we're getting... Visibility is definitely much worse here, isn't it? The mushroom mod, yeah. That one saved my last run. For sure in that sense. You know, I was able to get leather and stuff. I don't know, I kind of like the challenge of having to search constantly for those little raccoon burrows. And ultimately I did find the seed that I wanted. And when I did, let me tell you what, I was so excited about it. And I can't see anything up here. But... yeah, just trying to grow it underground next to lava was a mistake, obviously. That was a stupid thing to do. We got to be careful because I have seen polar bears up here. Or on this side of the world. It's so difficult to see anything. There's no ruins. Yeah, I'm just going to have to dig up a stack of sand. And just pan sand, people. Okay. Just looking around, checking out what we got up here. Uh-oh. Soil's starting to collapse on me. I thought this hill was going to be my friend here. Oh, I just heard a bear. I swear I heard a bear. There's a bear over there. Did you guys see it? His back was to me. Oh, shit. What the hell, dude? Oh, no. Don't die, don't die. Wow. Well, didn't see any ruins. That was the whole point of climbing that hill. It's like, oh, no, 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 no. There's a wolf over there, too, I just noticed. He was, like, right over there. Okay, that just took away more than half my life. That's stupid. Yeah, look at that. big old hillside just came down on top of me. Ugh. Spent all night getting my health up. Yeah, and this trader over here is kind of worthless too. If you were curious, the trader's like a furniture trader, so he's not really much help to me. Oh, that was fun. Let's do it again. No, thank you. Let's hunt some of these deer, though. Actually afraid to attack the adult. Is it going to come at me? With my health this low, if it hits me once, I'm dead. I'm not going to risk it. I do not want to die. We'll take this guy out. No. I think on second thought, it's not worth it. Whew. Oh, boy. Well, let's see here. We have crossed the 2 hour mark. I was wanting to go for a little bit longer, but honestly, I don't think my voice can hold up much more. So I'm going to go ahead, excuse me, and end today's stream, but I will be streaming tomorrow over on YouTube. We're going to be doing some card survival, fantasy forest, and then again on Sunday, I'll be back here on Twitch. Thank you, Minnie. Yep, I will stay hydrated. Appreciate you guys all out there. Everybody who is also a little bit sick, I hope you feel better too. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow too. So have a great day, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.